We seek to honor and acknowledge those hardworking artists and DJs that drive our music industry forward. The entire process of the awards will happen online. The audience will get a chance to nominate and vote for their favorites through the official website and, of course, through social media. This competition is strictly driven by online interaction. And for more on that, we're joined by the conceptualizer, Ricardo da Costa. Welcome to Morning Live.
Morning, Pearl. How are you doing?
Great. Now, Ricardo, music and therefore dance is a huge part of South African culture. Take us through, the conceptualizing phase of these awards.
What a lot of people don't know is dance music in South Africa on a world scale is actually considered pop because, TV, radio support it like pop music. So, we had this idea in 2006 and we'd been sitting on this idea in terms of how we were going to roll out with a format of a way to celebrate dance culture, but not have an agenda. So, we wanted it to be completely fan and consumer driven with no panels or people choosing who the nominees are and that kind of thing. So it took us a while. We procrastinated a bit, but the timing is right. And we feel that, a consumer-based awards sort of campaign where they get to nominate who they want and vote for who they want to win across 20 categories is the fairest way to celebrate dance culture.
Absolutely, and I think audiences always want that transparency.
Sure.
So take us through the different phases. It's going to be run strictly online.
Yes.
What will happen in the first phase? How will you roll that out and so forth? Just take us through that.
So fans can log on to the Dance Music Awards website where they can nominate up to 5 people or organizations within respective categories, and there's 20 categories. Why we chose 5 nomination slots is because, you maybe have 5 favorite DJs, you have 5 favorite artists. So it does allow a broader spectrum of people an opportunity to get a chance to be nominated. Not everyone's going to vote for Black Coffee, everyone's going to vote for Euphonic. And an important thing to note as well is that this represents white and black dance, which, is identified in South Africa as those two sort of markets. This brings it all together. So it really gives, the EDM DJ and producer the opportunity to get nominated. We've also got categories for Best Club and Best Festival, which I think they often get forgotten. These are platforms where music lives and where people enjoy the music. So, we've given them an opportunity to get some props and praise. So when fans nominate their 5 per category, there'll be a top 5 that gets generated from those nominations, and then those top 5 go into a voting sort of campaign. So each phase lasts 1 month. So for the month of August, we're going to be having the nomination period. And then for the month of September, we'll be having the voting period. And
talking about that voting period, are there auditors to make sure that, votes are obviously allocated to the right artists and that there's no shady business going on?
100%. So there is a third party that will be auditing it. And at the end of the campaign, we'll have an honorary dinner where it will be invite only. Some media will be there. We didn't want to make this a pageantary thing. Start small, let's see how it grows. And we'll be presenting, obviously, all the awards on that day.
And so the future of dance music in South Africa and Africa, where do you see that in the next couple of years? Do you think it's dying down or it's actually booming?
I think, it's always maintained relevant. I think because hip-hop has reached the level that it has, especially, in South African context, I think the quality of hip-hop has raised its level. So it's kind of seen parallel to dance, whereas we were seen as, actually RJ said earlier, we are seen as a house nation, but I think it's all-encompassing now. It's just, we've never really had an opportunity to showcase and celebrate dance culture. So this, the Dance Music Awards is a perfect sort of showcase for that. All
right, fantastic. I've got a couple of nominations. What is your website, your Facebook and Instagram pages? Just take us through all of that.
So it's dancemusicawards.co.za. And on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, Dance Music Awards SA.
All right, fantastic. Prizes?
Well, like I say, this is the first edition of it, so it's more just to celebrate. It's an honorary thing. Right. But who knows? Maybe we get sponsors and we can start getting all creative and sexy with giving people cars and trips away, and who knows.
All right, now that you've been on Morning Live, you'll definitely get a car back.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Thank
That
you.
is the conceptualizer of the first annual Dance Music Awards, Ricardo da Costa. For more on those awards, please follow them on Facebook as the DMA South Africa. And make sure that you get all your nominations in before the month of August comes to a close. Right, time for us to take a quick break. We'll be back with our final segment.